Gordon, an attempted purse snatching goes wrong when a teenage suspect attacks not only his adult victim, but her 6-year-old daughter. The suspect punched a 6-year-old girl after beating her mother in Lothian, Maryland. Now the victim's family is speaking out. Chris Van Cleve live at the scene with the search for the suspect tonight. Chris?
Well, Autria, police brought out canines and helicopters last night. They weren't able to find the suspect, and it's one of those crimes where you just shake your head. Who would go after a 6-year-old girl like that? But it happened right back there. A stepped-up police presence in Lothian, Maryland tonight as detectives continue to search for the young man responsible for a brazen and shocking afternoon attack yesterday. A 31-year-old woman and her 6-year-old daughter were walking along this stretch of Whittington Drive when someone described as a teenage boy demanded money and tried to snatch the woman's purse. There was a struggle.
She was knocked to the ground and was punched and kicked. It appears her 6-year-old daughter, who was with her, was attempting to intervene and stop the attack, and that's when she was then punched in the stomach or the chest area.
The little girl the bad guy punched is Albert Kennard's great niece. He says she came to him for help as a neighbor broke up the fight.
Papa, they beating up on my mama. I said, oh, that man was beating up on.
Detectives do not believe the crime was random, but have not identified the young suspect.
He had no business hitting that girl. I mean, my little...
It's a special kind of wrong to hit a 6-year-old.
Tell me about it. It's wrong for hitting any woman.
You know, I mean, it's one thing to steal a purse. It's a whole other thing to punch a 6-year-old.
A very, very unusual scenario. It's not something you hear about. It's very serious, very alarming that you have anyone hurt, especially a child.
I always talk to the police and everything, and then and they ask me, I hope they catch him before I catch him.
Now, both victims were treated for minor injuries at the scene. Family tells us they're still shaken up and upset, but they are expected to be okay. As for the suspect, he's described as a black male between 15 and 20, thin build, short, cropped hair, was wearing a red shirt and blue jeans. Police, if you have any information, would like to hear from you. We are live in Lothian tonight. Chris Van Cleve, ABC 7 News.